She gonna be the devil and do what she do.
Let
them get their pictures in, man. May that picture be a curse under you. All right.
That's you nice. Anyway, we supposed to be out here as living examples unto what you should be as a man. You should be getting praise, not for no vainglory reasons, just because you trying to live the right way and you do the right things in life. That you're a humble person, that you're a kind person to one another, that you're an understanding person to one another. But you're also austere.
And in this epistle, he's pretty much saying to the church that we're being examples as far as we work. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's basically saying we work. Like, if we eat your bread, it's not for nothing.
Right.
We work. We labor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Day in and day out, man. And that's
Right.
and we're doing that because we're trying to show you how to be. We're trying to be examples unto you that you
Right.
should also be a man that works, that labors.
Yeah.
You know,
Labor
and
for
that's
this
how
truth.
we are here at Great Millstone, man.
That's right.
We always push every week, you know what I'm saying, amongst the brotherhood, man. Do the work, man.
Yep.
Work, man.
Yep. Do the studying that it takes.
Do the first works.
Love the brotherhood, man. Show brotherly love amongst one another, man. Don't be a lion in your house, man. You know, instruct your kids on the righteous ways to do things.
That's right.
You know, on and on and on to your friends, the people that you cross in your path. Now, I'm not saying drop the whole truth onto them or just start breaking down scriptures to them, but still live that way, and they gonna see and know the difference in you.
That's right.
That's the example you gotta be. That they should be able to see a clear difference between us and regular niggas walking around here in the world. Our pants ain't hanging off our ass, we ain't smoking weed, talking all this shit, this and that. We being examples unto you of what a man should be doing.
Hey, it's a lot what you said earlier. You said about people should have great things to say about us. Really, that actually goes back to you're supposed to have a good report
Right.
among certain ones, but also among the fold, man.
Right.
Having a good report, you know, being blameless.
Yeah.
Everybody else, fuck what they think about us. Really, technically, they supposed to have bad things to say about
Right.
us. Because what great things that they say about the true prophets of the Lord, man? That's why the Lord said himself, woe unto you if others shall speak well of you, so that they to the false prophets. You know?
And
We ain't gonna be liked, man.
And the purpose for that is because the reason why they don't like a man that does righteousness, because we set a standard that obligates them to a level of responsibility that they have to live by now.
Yep. And
Because they don't see us. Now we telling everybody don't smoke weed, it's bad for you. We telling everybody don't do this, don't eat pork, it's bad for you. We breaking down to you the righteous things of the Bible, and then they do these things, so they don't like being called out. Jake never liked being called out on his bullshit. Jake hate to be corrected.
It's because he raised by his damn mama, man.
Who hates
That
to be
black
corrected.
woman. Yeah, because the black woman, she's the natural rebellious creature, man.
That's right.
She'll never want to take correction from nobody, man.
That happened all the way back with Eve.
Jake picked that up from being raised by her black ass.
That's right.
You know? It says, not because we have not power, but to make ourselves an example unto you to follow us. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat.
Yeah. If you're not out here laboring for righteousness, and that means in every way, and being a good person, man, just being a good person, not by the biblical standard, not by the worldly standard, because a good person could be gay. And this, oh, they're really nice people, they're good, that's a good person. And that gay is all shit. That is not a good person. That's what was the word the guy used? He said that's fornicator. That's a fornicator.
Yeah.
That's a fornicator. That's a perverted spirit.
When you go outside of this doctrine, you are a spiritual fornicator, man.
That's right.
You commit fornication. You know?
Yeah.
That guy don't even know that he's a devil anyway. He probably wasn't even a Jake. He might have been, but you know, right now he's the devil, man. And he don't understand that the nonsense he's teaching, he's committing fornication.
That's right. You're teaching that old love everybody bullshit, man.
You know?
That old New Testament made up religion type shit, man.
Yep.
That shit that fit each man's personality. Oh, well, I believe my God, there's only one God. And that one God is written in this one book right here. They ain't written in all them other versions of these books. The one true Heavenly Father is written in this book. We had Ephesians.
Oh, yeah, Ephesians,
6.
right?
Yeah, 6. 6 chapter.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 6. We're going to start at verse 5. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters according to the flesh, with fear and trembling and singleness of your heart, as unto Yahweh Shai.
As unto Yahweh Shai. Why do you have to be obedient to them? Because from Yahweh Shai on down, those men that are living in that righteous way, that are in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, are examples unto you how you should be living.
And they're your overseers, man.
Right. Because they care for your soul.
They're the bishop of your souls, man.
That's right.
You know? So you're supposed to submit to them. It says, not with eye service as men pleasers.
Yeah, not as somebody that's just doing it because it looks good, but as a sincere man. Go ahead.
Yeah, because you might have men out there that think that because they putting up videos and you know what I'm saying, they in the camera, but they inwardly they like, well shit, I think the elders is gonna see this and accept me. That's not, you're not supposed to have that spirit either, man. You're supposed to do this willingly in sincerity to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Not because you want to please the apostles, man.
That's right.
And the elders. You know, they oversee everything. They watching everything. So you don't need to worry about if they looking at you or not.
Right. Because the
Just
eyes
do
of the
what
Heavenly Father was really watching you.
That's
exactly what
exactly.
you really need to be worried about, was watching you.
That's right. That's right.
And the Heavenly Father's eyes of the angels, they see everything.
That's right. It says, not with eye service as men pleasers, but as servants of Yahweh Shai, doing the will of the Most High from the heart.
Doing it from the root of where you should be doing it from, with all out sincerity.
Straight sincerity, man.
All out sincerity, because you fear if you don't do it to the all out sincerity, that your life is on the line, your salvation is in jeopardy.
That's right. Doing it like in the scripture we just quoted. Not doing this thing with constraint, but with a willing mind, man.
Right.
Willfulness of the heart. It says, with good will, doing service as to the Lord and not to men, knowing
and
that
doing it as unto the Lord and not as unto men.
Yep.
Because the Lord know what he understands where you're coming from. So if you're coming insincere on any level, he gonna see through that. Even if you don't realize that you're insincere on a certain level. He knows all your hidden agendas, why you do certain things. And he knows the true reasons why you really do it when you do it in sincerity.
That's right. It says,
Which the number one reason why we do this is because we fear the Heavenly Father. That's why. Because we respect him, we reverence him, and we have fear for him because of what his power is. And when we fall into that fear and reverence him in that proper respect, he's not gonna forsake us. He's going to take care of us in a greater manner.
It says, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free.
Yep.
And ye masters do the same things unto them, for bearing threatening, knowing that your master also is in heaven, neither is there respect of persons with him.
Hold on. Grab Sirach 3. Greater thou art, the humble, I said, let us scrap it. Yeah, man, like there's a certain way to do this, man. Nobody is above the spirit of Yahweh Shai, man. Nobody's above the brotherhood. Your office is your office. If you got a high up position, that's just what your office is. That's just what your job is. The spirit put you into that job, because you're the man for that job. If you a sign holder, then that's your job. To the Lord put somebody else in that job, and what's that called when you move up? Promote you to another job. You know, for the betterment of the body, not for the betterment of you, not for the betterment of position, but for the betterment of the body of Yahweh Shai, which is the church.
That's right. It says, Sirach chapter 3, verse 18. The greater thou art, the more humble thyself.
The greater you are, the more humble you have to be. the more of a leader you are, the more of a servant you are. You have to be a servant to make sure these brothers get all the information and knowledge and example of how to live from you. Because that's usually the way it works. The elder is an example unto the younger. So he has to be more humble and more direct about his intentions when he's as an example unto the younger men. So you can't be out there doing something that's gonna trip up a younger brother, man. You can't do that. You know? You have to make sure that you try to do the best of your ability to be a good example of what the younger men that don't fully understand the level that you do, understand what they should be doing and growing up to understand within this faith, within this truth.
It says, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord.
The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and you shall find favor before the Lord. Why? Because you're feeding the flock and tending to the sheep. Because you're tending to the truth. Because you're tending to the word. Because you're making sure others, like it says, when you warn a man, in Ezekiel, when you warn a man and he turned from wicked to righteous, you saved your soul and his. And the blood's off your hands. That's what our job really is to do. But for some of you, the 2/3 of you, is to condemn you because you ain't gonna get right. You may act like you're coming over, but then you go right back into the wicked side, or you never turn to the righteous side at all. You just stay on the wicked side. But that ain't on us. We still have to be an example. Unto whether somebody's watching or not, we still gotta be an example. More?
Just a little more. I'll read verse 19 and 20. Many are in high place of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek.
Right, the humble or the lowly are the ones that those mysteries get revealed to. Brother said it when they first went to the apostles in New York. They said, man, you sitting there with the apostles, man, you don't know who got it. You don't know who got the spirit on you. You gotta kind of just be humbled and sitting in the moment. And what's funny is when you finally do sit amongst those men, you see that, hey, they looking at you like you may have it on you. The same way you looking at them like they may have it on them, they looking at you like you may have it on you. That's the lowly and the meekness, because everybody's ready, because they all understand that nobody's above the spirit. And you never know who the spirit in the moment may be given to reveal something unto you. You got something?
Yeah, this is a precept. This is Isaiah 57 and 15. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones.
Yeah, but those that are not in the spirit, the spirit is out there to change them over to the humble spirits. And the spirit is for the humble spirits. That's what it's for. It's not for the proud. It's not for those of high mind and heady about themselves and all of that.
But this is referring to the Most High, because he's the high. He's the high one. He's the lofty one. Because he's on high.
Right.
And it says
and there's none above him.
Inhabited eternity.
He can be proud if he chose to.
Whose name is holy. The Most High, yeah, Yahweh, that's a holy name, man.
That's right.
I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. The Lord is dealing with the meek. That's why in Sirach it said that the Lord revealed his mysteries unto the meek, man. Because that's who he's dealing with. If you're willing to humble yourself before the Heavenly Father, he will sup with you that hidden manna, man.
Right.
You know? But you gotta know your position, your spot, man. You can't jump the gun. As brother's been saying, you can't jump the gun.
You can't profess, it's gonna say that in Sirach, you can't profess a level of knowledge that you don't know.
Yep.
You can't act like you're on a certain level that you're not of. And like in that movie,
and that's part of being the example. That's being a wrong example to the flock.
Right.
Being proud and jumping the gun, you know. Now showing not an ounce of humility for other brothers to behold, man. If you proud as hell, more than likely the men up under you gonna be proud as well, man.
Right.
And you don't want that.
Hey, I got a quick.
That's why Nate's men that teach down the street, the reason why they teach the way they teach and how proud they are is because they get that from their leader.
Yep.
Their leader is one proud man.
Attitude reflect leadership.
He's one proud guy, man. And he's a full-fledged reprobate, and that's what all his zombies are. They learned that from him.
Yeah. And that's the affection, that's the attraction to him. And
They'll
they
write
have
you off.
That proud spirit.
They'll write you off if you don't have fringes on your shirt, man.
Yep.
What kind of shit is that? Yeah, that's part of the commandments. That's part of the commandments, but we in captivity, man.
We can't ask no questions if we don't have
Yeah, we can't engage if we don't have fringes on. Are you kidding me? So that makes you better, right? That means you have more of a chance of getting in the chariots, making it on the chariots because you got your fringes on, and we happen to not have them on.
Right.
You know, that's a poor example to the flock, man.
Right.
You know,
that's not because Jake, the ones that you're trying to elect, that you're trying to wake up, which is our job right now, aren't gonna have their fringes on right now.
Yep.
They're barely trying to wake up to this thing.
Yep.
You know, they ain't living the right way yet. Like Yahweh Shai said, it's not unto you that this was for. It's unto the it said the sick. How does it go? The sick are the ones that need a physician.
Yep.
Not
those
you.
who are whole. Yep.
Yeah, not those that are whole.
It says, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly.
He's honored of the humble. If you look at the real examples in the Bible of the greatest men in the Bible, they were humble.
You got a question?
King David was humble. He continued to let Saul just mess with him all the time.